So I thought that now was a good time to come on here and give you guys an update of my previous week. It did turn 75 degrees in Cincinnati, and it kind of just put a little bit of a different pep in my step. I got tired of telling people no. And in the previous vlog, I mentioned that there were a couple individuals that reached out for different opportunities. And like I said, that day came where it was 75 degrees, I was feeling good, and I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. And as you can see behind me, we've cleared out Studio C. And if you do notice a little bit of a difference in the lighting, which is what we worked on tonight, went ahead and brought them a little bit closer to the wall to kind of make them a little bit more even. I'll go ahead and turn down the lighting on the phone. I'm using my phone right now. It really makes it pretty convenient, relatively stable. But like I said, went ahead and got a couple of our directors to help me out. Initially, shout out Laverne, shout out Trace, the two individuals that actually reached out to me for these different opportunities. And as you can tell, it's pretty echoey in Studio C, but we went ahead and totally filled up Studio B. The contractor is not gonna be happy. He was planning on installing these doors, which he should be still able to do on the two bathrooms as well as the office. But I think he was planning on tackling the trim for the room. You can probably see back there, he took, some liberty in designing them. It's going to be pretty interesting, some cedar trim in Studio B, so I'll still probably have to move a few things, but since Studio B has been painted, we're able to move more construction supplies into here. A little bit blown out here, but hey, color grading as I go. But went ahead and took a couple plastic bags to some lights that we're using for Trace's shoot, but as you can see, we totally filled up Studio B. And I just wanted to reach out to you guys and make some sort of an update. I felt like it was warranted, to show you guys the new doors that will be going in the office. And I've kind of been leaving the office to be a little bit of a surprise, so let's show you guys a sneak peek on the office. For me, I feel like it's a bit of a mistake. I was going for, all right, I'm trying to add suspense here, guys. I was trying to go for like a relaxing color because the black is pretty jarring. The green after a while, it's a little bit much. So this is a bit of a recovery room. I could maybe see a Buddha or, some sort of spiritual oasis, for editing. And something a little bit more low-key. There's also windows in the office. So I'll just show you guys. Oh man, you can't even see it. It's so dark. But I'll tease you guys a little bit. All right. That's enough. That gives you guys a bit of a idea of what we're looking at for the office. And yeah, it's a relaxing color, right? That it may be a mistake. We may have to repaint it. But I was taking a risk. I was thinking about something a little bit more relaxing, a bit of a lilac color, if you can enjoy that. But as you can see, we added about 6 lights to this side of the wall. Went ahead and used some of this wire to kind of start the process, and then we also used a little bit of black paracord as well to give it a little bit more strength, wrap it around, and then we used different size eye hooks to basically give it stability. This is not the permanent option. That these are work lights. These are not videography, photography lights. So, as we raise money, as we, build the business, we'll be investing in more professional lights, at higher frame rates when you're doing slow-mo or anything really. If you don't have the right lights, that could be a problem. Because it's just going to end up flickering and the temperatures aren't always going to be the exact same. So just doing a little bit of color grading here. There are, a couple different blemishes on the wall. Another one that we just created tonight from a falling piece of wood, but you really can't notice it too bad. But hey, and as you can see behind me, you see these black lines. That's really what we're trying to avoid right now by, hugging the lights as close as possible. But you can still see on that last light, you still end up with a harsh black line. So we'll have to see with the different orientations of the lights how that's going to work. But I just wanted to show you guys that we are lit. Leave a like for the lights. And I'm just enjoying myself here. It's a little bit warmer out, kind of sparks the personality a little bit more. It's been cold the past few months, and so I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, I've kind of stepped back a little bit from the podcast, wanted to go ahead and recharge my batteries a little bit. But if you haven't yet, definitely check out the podcast. There's over 50 episodes now, whether or not in video form or audio-based form. And if you haven't, definitely click the link in my bio to go ahead and subscribe, because that's, how I live. So I appreciate you guys helping me. And if you guys have any questions, if you'd like to be featured, if you're a producer or director and you would like to look at the space or, have more conversation about it, feel free to reach out. And if you don't already know, this was Anthony Marshall Prugel. And as always, we'll see you.